Dun dun dun. So we're in our third trimester. We're about to have this baby probably very soon. I want to update you guys on how the pregnancy has gone and what has been helpful throughout this pregnancy. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me here. My name is Dr. Donna. This is Be Well with Dr. D. If you don't know me yet, I have my doctorate in physical therapy, my master's in theology, and my bachelor's in health sciences. Kind of like a mouthful to say sometimes. So this channel is all about wellness and health and all areas and aspects of wellness. And because I am pregnant right now, pregnancy is definitely a part of health and wellness in many different aspects and areas. I guess I kind of just wanted to share what has helped during this pregnancy, if it could help you or a friend. We'll touch on different areas of wellness like physical, mental, intellectual wellness. So this is going to be a little bit more of a chill, laid back chat session. So it's crazy to think that there's going to be a baby already in this world and that labor and delivery will have already passed by the time this video comes out. So as I mentioned, I am towards the end of my third trimester of this pregnancy. And so your girl, we're feeling very large and in charge. I heard that saying recently and it was so funny. So to start with the physical aspect, yes, I do feel very large. I think the past week or so, my legs and feet and ankles have actually gotten pretty swollen. Sleeping is getting just a little bit harder. I can't really find comfortable positions with or without the pregnancy pillow. I can't sleep on my back. I can't sleep on my stomach. On my side, my arms get numb and just this whole thing. So I'm trying to figure out positions every single evening to try to sleep through the night in. And I know that the physical aspect of pregnancy is one of the biggest complaints, I guess, that women have. And so some things that I think have been really helping me and working for me is every single morning, I'll do 5-10 minutes of stretches and exercises. It includes, like the cat-cow stretch or a couple of Kegel exercises, a couple of hip strengthening exercises. And I feel like it just sets me up so well for the rest of the day. But also too, I have been trying to go on walks not every single day, maybe every other day, 3-4 times a week, I would say. So I'll try to go on a 30 to 45 minute walk. Sometimes it's just 15 to 20 minutes and that's totally fine. If you're crunched on time, if you don't have time. I was even going out to walk when it was 10 degrees in the winter. So I was just super set and super passionate on the fact that walking has really helped me during this pregnancy. So I made sure to walk no matter what the weather. I mean, obviously if it was a thunderstorm, I wouldn't go out. So if the weather did not permit to go out for a walk, I would do between 10 to 20 minutes of Pilates style exercises. If you know me, I'm super big fan of Pilates. So highly recommend for any season or time in life, but especially during pregnancy, it's been super helpful. And also I feel like I fell off the bandwagon with this one, but I've also tried to I was doing a little bit more regularly in the beginning, but maybe once or twice a week at this point, I'll try to incorporate weight training, strengthening exercises. So whether it's just bicep curls and arm exercises or lunges and squats and stuff, I'll try to incorporate that at least throughout the week or throughout that once a week or once every other week exercise routine. So obviously talk to your doctor, talk to your OB about this, but I would highly recommend staying active. It not only makes your body feel good, but it makes your mind feel good also. And speaking of the mind feeling good, with episodes of extreme fatigue and feeling tired, I know it becomes so easy for the mind to spiral and for all these thoughts to just bombard your brain and your mind that are not conducive or not helpful to you or to anyone around you. So make sure you have a healthy and a great support system. Hopefully you can talk to your husband about these things. I was able to vent and get advice from my friends, my family, my cousins, my mom group that I joined actually at church. They've been super helpful just to be in a community and know that you can express your thoughts, you can share your feelings openly, and that you're not alone. I feel like that's one of the biggest things that any season, but in particular maybe pregnancy or motherhood, can trap people in, can trap women in, and it can make you feel like nobody understands me, nobody knows what's going on in my body and my mind. But people have gone through this and people are currently going through this. And even if people in your life don't know what you're going through, they are there to listen. They are there to help you. So know and trust people in your life to be able to open up to. And again, these thoughts can spiral so quickly and so easily. So have an outlet. Recognize when your body and when your mind is getting overstimulated, over anxious, overwired. And for me, it was going for walks. So that actually helped me so much. That's actually another reason that I was going for walks pretty religiously, because of my mental health. So recognize when you are being triggered or overstimulated and have a healthy outlet to go to. So spiritual health, something that I did during this pregnancy is I joined a Bible study called BSF. I joined a group of women that we met every single week, and my gosh, they were amazing, super supportive, and the Bible study was amazing. And so that was really great to have a spiritual connection with other people during this season. And also, like I mentioned, there was the moms group that I joined. They're so fun, so funny, and super down to earth, super humble people. I love them so much, and I'm so it was such an answer to pray that I was able to meet like-minded believers who are also in a similar season of life. They're actually probably ahead of me. Most of them are ahead of me in mothering and motherhood and pregnancy. But it was nice to tie the social connection with the spiritual connection with these ladies. Something else that Angela and I started doing, we actually started doing a Bible plan at night. So we try to read almost every single night or a chapter or two from the Bible, and it keeps us a little bit more centered and focused on the Bible and on one another as we look to the Lord for this season. And we're able to discuss what we read and to share our thoughts after what we read. So that has been super helpful as well. A lot of times I've noticed that when I'm uncomfortable or when there's a lot of tension in my mind and my body, it's sometimes hard to think about or to focus on reading the Bible or to praying. And so having these disciplines in place ensures and reassures that you are going to the right place, that you're going to the Lord, you're going to Jesus Christ, you're going to the Bible for comfort and for encouragement and for a reminder of who you are and who you were created to be. Okay, social health. So social health is obviously a big and great aspect of wellness. So something else that I would highly recommend is don't isolate yourself. Again, with the thoughts spiraling, with the mind kind of losing control sometimes, it's so easy to push yourself away from people, push yourself away from getting together with people, but that's not the answer. I honestly purposely made sure that I talked to family and friends regularly on a daily basis. We're actually hosting couples and groups of people here at our home almost every single weekend leading up to this last month or so. Now, because I think I've been slowing down a little bit, I've had only 1 or 2 people over at a time, or I've been going out for coffee with friends. Even just texting and calling and talking to friends on a regular basis has been super, super helpful and grounding. And if Monday through Fridays are very busy for you with work and with other things in life, what we do is we typically pack Saturdays and Sundays with social events. So again, don't feel alone. Don't feel like you're ever alone. You can even send me a message if you'd like, and hopefully we can be friends and we can talk through things. No one was created to live on an island, meaning to live alone all by themselves. We are social beings. That's how God created us. And as much as your heart and your brain sometimes want to push you away from people, do not fall into the trap. So the intellectual side of wellness, I kind of want to like put my glasses. So what I've been doing, initially I was watching a lot of videos, talking to a lot of people. I've seen a transition into reading more books. I just felt that watching these videos back to back, I have playlists on playlists saved from birth to labor to baby to postpartum to recipes to freezer meals. I have so many different playlists saved on YouTube. But to get to the point where I was feeling a little overstimulated with all these videos, with all these articles, with all these blog posts, which again, they're amazing things and I do go back to them still, but I did slowly start to transition to reading. And this was actually one of my New Year's resolutions and goals for this year, to read more, because even though you think I have these fancy degrees, I never really liked reading. I never really got into reading. And so I was like, this year, I really want to get into reading. So I was able to finish a fiction book, a nonfiction book, and I'm also reading more just like health books for me, for baby, more like pregnancy manual type style books. And even though I tell myself to read like 10 to 15 minutes a day, sometimes it doesn't work out. But whenever I do, I try to read almost every day, every other day. It's amazing, like amazing, amazing. So highly recommend. I love the fact that I have gotten into reading because that was such a big goal of mine for years, but even more so the past few months and the past year. But I would highly recommend it, whether it's something that's fiction and that would just get your mind out of your little tunnel vision, your little bubble, or whether it's nonfiction and it actually teaches you something about yourself, about life, about someone else, about the baby, about the pregnancy. It's really, really good to read and just stimulates your mind in a different way that videos and other things can't and don't. Okay, so next, financial wellness and the financial aspect of my mind and my take during this pregnancy. So you guys can check out the saving money technique video. I do try to follow a bunch of those techniques as best as I can, and they're super, super helpful. I think in general, I've just been trying to be more wise with how I spend, how I save. I basically went from spending money on like house decor and house items to wondering, do I really need that right now? Do I really need new curtains right now? A bunch of our house renovation projects got put on hold because of wanting to save some money during this time. I actually it was very hard to do, but I actually quit my gym membership and pause my Pilates membership for now. It was just costing hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month that I figured that we could save and not spend towards that I could go for walks, I could do home videos through YouTube or on my own and save that money for a rainy day or for when baby comes. So that was financial. Just some other general things that have happened during this pregnancy. What I've been doing as I've been trying to work from home and take care of the house more, is trying to find little creative outlets. So I finally hit my New Year's resolution also of trying sourdough. It took a very long time for me to get around to it, to actually get the stuff for it, to have some successful breads and focaccias and whatnot. That was a nice little challenge that I really wanted to challenge myself in and try because I heard it's super trendy. There's hype around it. Is it super hard? Is it super easy? So I was happy to be able to do it myself, to be able to have my own opinion and my own experience in making sourdough bread and sourdough products. I've also, kind of like I mentioned in I think it was a saving money video, I've also tried to get more into cooking at home to save money and just to eat healthier. And I will let Angelo touch on that at some point because there were many successes, but also many, many failures. I think one of my hits during this pregnancy or just during this season has been pizza. Oh my gosh, I think this child inside my stomach right now has had more pizza in the past 9 months than I have in my entire life, probably. But yeah, and another creative outlet, as you're seeing here and now, is the YouTube channel. I had been thinking about getting back into the YouTube world, into the social media world for a while, finally making the decision, finally going about recording videos, creating content, editing, uploading, and all that. It has been a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie, but it has also been super, super rewarding. I know that the timing of the YouTube video is kind of crazy because it ended up launching right before the baby comes. But I'm hoping that I can still stay as a bit of a creative outlet even after baby is here, to get myself out of the little tunnel vision, to get myself out of my little bubble every so often. So I hope that was helpful for you. I know I kind of touched on a bunch of different topics. This was a bit of a just more chat and chill kind of video. But if you have had any ideas or thoughts or successful activities that have helped you during pregnancy, please comment down below what has helped you so that I could help other people as well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with whoever might find it helpful. I love you guys so much. Thank you for sticking with me this video, this journey. Be well, have joy, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.